And I also wish to start by saying my thoughts today are with the families and the search and rescue crews searching for those on board the helicopter that ditched during the Talisman Sabre exercises. We are reminded that those who serve our country do so recognising the risk that service entails and demonstrating every day the courage to take on that risk on our behalf. And we thank them for it. It certainly has meant we've met with heavy hearts today. This is our second Osmin, and it's good to be here in Brisbane. We've had not only productive discussions, but deep, warm, engaged, open, honest and transparent discussions. The US is our vital ally. It is our closest global partner, our closest strategic partner. And Richard spoke about our history. I would also speak about our future, because the work that we are engaged in these discussions today is about operationalising our alliance, our partnership for these times with many challenges. And it is about operationalising the alliance in order to ensure peace, stability, an order in which prosperity can be attained and built upon, and a region and a world which respects sovereignty. And we know how important the United States is to that shared endeavour. Richard spoke about the fact that, much of what we have spoken about on the last occasion in Washington has in fact been operationalised. We've seen action on it, and we acknowledge the work that our friends the United States have undertaken to ensure those outcomes have been delivered, and we thank Australian officials also for their work. In addition to the legislative matters and policy matters that Richard's averted to in defence, I would just make this point that we will be signing an MOU that sees USAID and DFAT work together to pre-position humanitarian supplies both here in Brisbane and also in Papua New Guinea to enable more effective humanitarian responses in the regions. That was actually announced by the leaders in May, and we're already signing legal documents to make that happen. We are committed to making sure we not only announce, but we work on the ground to ensure we deliver. We're also pleased that there will be consideration of what more the US Coast Guard can do in the region. We know how important to our region illegal fishing and maritime security is. On climate, you will recall that the Prime Minister and the President announced at Hiroshima the third pillar of the alliance, a focus on climate and clean energy. We spoke about that again today. We are focused on ensuring we work together both globally but also on the transition to renewable energy in our two countries and in our region. US engagement on this issue is so critically important. We look forward to the next milestone in the history of the alliance, which of course is the Prime Minister's state visit to Washington. And I close by reiterating again, we do live in a world of many challenges, and we are very clear that the region we want, the interests we have, the values we share, require and call for our two nations to work together, and that is what we are doing. We thank you so much for your work with us today and for coming here to Queensland for the Osmin talks.